Hey everybody, this is Ernie coming at you from Vaughn-Da-Rosa Farms. Hope everybody as usual is having a wonderful day. We're doing a real cool video today. I always talk about young people and I'll probably talk more about it before it's over. I've got Michael here with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself in just a minute and tell us a little bit about what he's doing. It's pretty remarkable. The cool thing to me about Michael that impresses me with him is he's only 18 years old and he's done started his own farming business. So, Michael, I just want you to introduce yourself. Tell us what you're doing, how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, my name is Michael, based down in Sardis, Georgia. I'm a first-generation farmer, um, and I do pasture-raised swine and poultry, as well as pastured cattle. And it's been a fun journey so far.
Cool. How'd you get started?
Well, my grandfather he bought the farm out in 2020, and we finally threw out our first cows. I think 2021, and it really kind of ignited something in me in a way.
Sweet.
And I kind of fell in love with the animals. And then he bought a couple of Magnolitza pigs. He bought three of them. They were breeders, and that really got me interested working with those pigs. I saw, I was like, I really like handling pigs, so I got into those. It's been a while since then.
So you got in it in 2021?
I got in it earlier this year, 2023.
Right.
After my, handling stuff with Papa's farm, getting him situated, and I decided that I wanted to go with an old kind of an old style breed of the Berkshire. I've heard a lot of good
Heritage.
things about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of fell in love, and I found you on Craigslist, and I was like, "There's some good looking pigs." So
Yeah. Yeah, we hooked up, what, better than a year ago, maybe?
yeah, about 10, 12 months ago.
Oh, that's cool. Has it all been a bed of roses? Just all peachy, everything wonderful?
No, it's been a lot of stress, but it's been a lot of figuring it out.
Yeah.
And we have a good system down now. I have a good system down now, and I got two of my gilts that I was raising out for feeders that I first bought from you. About to go to the processor, so that's that's
Big
that's
deal.
a good thing.
That's a big deal. That's a milestone.
Yeah, it's been a lot of thinking recently. It's been a lot of stress.
But if somebody's out there, and I like to stress on young people, like I talked with you about, that's again why this is so cool to me, seeing somebody actually doing it. How would you encourage a young person?
Just get them out there. I mean, just working with those animals and seeing how everything does and works out. I mean, it's a blast. The reason why I'm really farming is because it's so fun.
Yep, I agree.
The way I do things with my animals, I mean, I always have something to do, and it's always such a fun. I get to run equipment and I get to run chainsaws and stuff. I'll just get them out there and do that. I do actually have a couple buddies that we've been working with. I'll bring them out to the farm. We'll go and like castrate pigs, and they love it. So I'd like to see if they
always use that help.
Oh yeah,
I ain't no
you
doubt
want to
about
learn
that.
something, yeah.
For sure. So, how much livestock do you got now? That you said you just started early this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's September. What all have you acquired that's yours now?
So I've already done one round of Cornish cross birds. I sold those out. I did. I think I ordered 30, and
did you butcher them?
I did it on farm myself with a couple of my family and friends, and I think I bought 30, and they were all out on pasture. Everything was good. Some dog got under the.
It's always something.
And now I got stuck with 9 and sold all those 9. And then I am now doing a set of 25. I ordered 60. 25 came dead. And then we had some troubles with some along the line. You're going to lose some usually.
And that is part of the learning curve.
It is.
And anybody out there, young person, new person, whatever person, Michael's explaining it how it is in the real world. There's setbacks. I done a video on that when a storm hit us one time. You can train wreck over it. There is a sense of discouragement, but you just have to overcome it. and go forward. Like you said, he's ordered more.
You just gotta keep doing it.
He's got to keep doing it. That's it. He's got his pig operation going.
Yes, and that's been my favorite part by far. I love running my pigs. I have 6 now that I'm about to raise out. They're about 12 to 13 weeks old, and those are going to be a cool little journey because I've only raised 2 out. I've only grown 2 out. So raising 6, that's a big jump.
Yep. Yeah, we just had a blast before we come in here for what, 30 minutes getting that sow loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun.
It's not all peaches and roses like you say.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. It's work, but you can build something. He's building his foundation. He built a strong foundation. You build a strong structure, and it don't happen overnight.
So the way I raise my pigs is I run them off of solar chargers. I do a 2-strand poly tape. So the tape is about 1/2 inch thick because pigs have visibility issues, sight issues. So this wire, it helps them see. The tape helps them see where their boundaries are, and usually they don't really test it unless there's a big storm and something knocks it down. Then they just go back to their pens because they haven't eaten. But I run them through the woods. I have a big 20-acre paddock in the woods, and I go through and I cut paths throughout the woods, about 6 feet long. I'll go through with a tractor bucket and a scrape behind, and I section them in 2s and 4s, or I'll have 4 squares all in one little line, and I keep going down those lines.
Rotate them.
Yeah, like a zigzag, so they're never on the same pasture.
Now, another thing that's really good doing it like that is you keep the parasites down.
We try to move them every 7 to 12 days.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that helps with parasites. The parasite cycle, I think, is like 12 days. Yep. Is when they start getting heavy. But sometimes we can't. Sometimes stuff happens, so they'll be all right deep in the woods, and they're treated, so they should be fine.
Yep.
I try to go with more natural ways of things with my raised pigs.
Leave the antibiotics and all the stuff like that alone as much as you can.
Yeah, I try to avoid chemicals on my pigs as much as possible. They have organic warners. I've seen a lot of them. I haven't tried them yet, but I've been hearing some good things about that. So we might switch to that. It's all about funding as well.
Yep.
That's a big problem, is funding.
All right, let me ask you this question. So you got in it in early 23, and just what would you guess you got invested at this point? And although it's just in September 23, have you already made some returns?
I think I've made about, I would say, a good $400 off of what I've had, and that's mostly from chicken.
Yep.
I'll sell eggs as well. My papa has chickens that lay eggs, and I'll sell the eggs. It helps a lot. And but most of the stuff, most of my infrastructure, like my chicken coops, they cost me probably $30 because I got free wood, and all I need to do is paint and a cattle panel that I can source from farm. But I think in total we have $2,000 to $3,000 for the pigs, and probably a couple $100 for the
And you ain't too many months while you start getting the payday on your pigs. No,
I'm not. They're about 280 pounds. I'm shooting for that 300-pound range. They grow out, and they grew out great, and they look great. And that's why I wanted to get that sow from you, because I preach having good quality stock, and she throws great piglets.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I mean, their portions are exactly how I want them to be.
That's cool. Okay, Michael, let me ask you this question. What if a young person, middle-aged person, whatever, wanted to get into farming? I think you said you have your family support.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a good point because I always try to, say help young people. But a lot of times, and then I'm going to let you answer, a lot of times just encouragement. I know when you went through that rough time with, I think it was your cows, you was really discouraged.
Yeah, very.
And, pat somebody on the back, smile, be kind, help them out.
Yeah, help out.
Encourage them in any way. You don't know how far that goes. But, Michael, what my question is is if there was a young person wanted to get started, say, well, either in the poultry, the pigs, whatever they wanted to get started in, and they don't have like family members to support them. They don't have a lot of resources. Period.
Yeah.
What would you suggest to that person how they could get started?
I would recommend internships that can teach you a lot, learning wise, and YouTube. I mean, like looking up videos on how tos and internships will help you out a lot. You can look on a video all you can, but being hands on with an animal, it's very different than.
And then if you didn't know nothing about it and you was wanting to get into that field, that internship would be a great idea because it's going to be hands on, and hands-on. People knows what they're doing is going to be teaching you.
Yes, yeah, it teaches you better than any video can because you're going to be there. You're going to see how things play out. You're going to see the mannerisms of whatever animal you're raising.
Exactly.
And I would say if you're looking for, if land is a problem, you could go around. You could see a bunch of stuff on Craigslist. People lease land all the time. Maybe you have a buddy with a couple acres in his backyard, and you can ask, "Hey, can I raise my chickens on the back in exchange for eggs, or pigs in the back in exchange for pork?"
Exactly, and then also like you were saying, then you're not investing in land, and it don't take a whole lot of land if you want to get some chicken coops. Raise a few chickens to get started. I always say start small, and like Michael's saying, learn what you're doing. You can find pens on Craigslist. Sometimes they're free.
Yeah.
So
wood, you can you find free wood all over the place. It's kind of hard now, but you have to know where you're looking. And like you said, you can run poultry on a small 1 acre paddock. You can run chickens in mini mobile coops.
Yep.
And move them every day.
Yeah, I got some now.
They're fun. That's what I run. And they're.
And if you're looking for a way that you need some money, to buy something, there's all kinds of ways. I was going to do a video on that one time. I never did, but 100 ways you could start a small business, and you could in the fall. All you need is a rake. If you got a rake, a lawnmower, and a weed eater, you can cut grass. Get pretty decent money for that. I got a friend in Georgia. He's retired, but that's how he makes his living now. So there's all kind of ways, If you got any questions on it, just, drop a comment, and we'll try to help you out. Well, y'all, this is Ernie and Michael. Till the next time, like I always say, take time to smell the roses. Be thankful for what you got. And like, we hope you got out of this video, be kind to somebody, help somebody, discouraged, give them a kind word, help them out. We need that. All right, that's it. Next time, see you.